And now we know they're tapped out. Oh, they're definitely tapped out. Perfect. And we can copy that Mystical Dispute, right? And then we're going to county their Mystical Dispute. Yeah. Wandering Archaic, OP! Do you want to pay 2 for that? Hello again, and good game! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show! Today, we're playing Quandrix Artifacts. We have some ridiculously strong additions to the deck, and I don't even know if we were playing Simic Artifacts before, but let me tell you what, we definitely are today. This mythic deck is tearing it up. We even beat, one of the top 300 players in the world with it. So great news there. And, I'm just having so much fun with some of these new Strixhaven cards. We have the Wandering Archaic in the deck. We have Eureka Moment in the deck. Quandrix Command, Decisive Denial, Test of Talents. There is a lot of new stuff incorporated within this build. So buckle up, get ready, smash that like button. And of course, if you're looking for any links today, you can find those in the link tree in the description below, where you can easily Google Hello Good Game Linktree. With this all out of the way, let's start today's video. Woof! Quandrix Artifacts, best of 1, 60 cards, 3.7 average mana value. This is a big boy mid-ranged build. 30 non-creatures with only 6 creatures, 24 land. You could use more land potentially, but we have so much ramp in the deck that it's nothing but a thing. I mentioned some of the new cards, and we'll focus on those first. The first and foremost card that this deck was built around is Wandering Archaic. As soon as I seen this, I knew I loved it. It has to be in every deck I build almost, right? So it's a 4/4 colorless creature avatar, which is neat. And whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, they may pay 2. If they do not, we may copy that spell and choose new targets for the copy. Wow. This comes into effect really across the board. Any instant or sorcery will be worth its weight in gold when countered, and if your opponent doesn't have the mana to pay for the 2 without getting their spell off, then you're just going to get free value. So lots of the times, as a very minimum, the Wandering Archaic is paying for itself in the form of some other random spell, which is pretty cool. It keeps the matches really interesting. You never know what cards you're going to get to play, which is cool. It's similar to something like, Thought Thief, Robber of the Rich, stuff like this, right? So this is what the deck was built around, just getting it in play as a colorless creature that can generate some form of value within a control match. And then we have lots of new control cards as well within the deck. One of them being the Eureka Moment. At instant speed for 4 mana, draw 2 cards, and then you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield. So this is like a big boy growth spiral, right? Still at instant speed, 2 more mana. You get to draw 2 cards, though, instead of just 1. So, for an additional 2 mana, you get to draw 1. I still think it's busted. This is great. And the fact that it's instant speed allows us to incorporate it into our control decks. It draws, it ramps, plus we only cast it if we didn't have to use some of our removal, right? We do have Quandrix Command here, something also at instant speed that we may need to use on our opponent's turn. For 3 mana, choose target creature or planeswalker, return it to its owner's hand, counter target artifact or enchantment spell, put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature, or target player shuffles up to 3 cards from their graveyard into their library. So there's 4 options here, and we get to choose 2 of them. It is incredibly versatile within almost every single matchup, and it's going to get the job done. You're really going to want to focus on Quandrix Command here. We have 2 copies of Decisive Denial in the deck as well. Instant speed for 2 mana. Choose 1. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3. So, we do have lots of counter magic, and we do even now have a little bit of fight effects, which is cool, even though the amount of creatures we have in the deck are so few, right? We've seen that when we took the deck overview, that we've got like 6 creatures in the deck. With that being said, we do have the Forsaken Monument in deck. Colorless creatures you control get +2/+2. We've got the Simulacrum, which will be a 4/4. We have the Archaic, which will be a 6/6. And then we also have stuff like our Faceless Haven, a colorless snowland. Pay 3, it becomes a 4/3 that's all creature types. And again, it's colorless, so it's going to be, that 6/5 because of the Forsaken Monument. So you do get some nice colorless attacks in there. Again, within the monument, whenever you cast a colorless spell, you gain 2 life, and your colorless mana will tap for an additional colorless mana, which is cool. For this reason, we've got the Crawling Barrens, Faceless Haven, Field of Ruin, Labyrinth, and Radiant Fountain incorporated in the deck to allow us to ramp once we've played the monument with that colorless mana. The monument, the fountain gains us life, the Labyrinth removes something from combat, Field of Ruin destroys some lands, the Barrens is a attacker, much like the Faceless Haven. So that's that. Some of the colorless things that we can be playing on the monument include the Archaic, the Solemn Simulacrum, a 2/2 for 4 mana. When it enters play, search for a basic land, put it into the field tapped, then shuffle, and when it dies, draw a card. You know, that's great. We also have the Cosmos Elixir, 1 copy of this in deck only, 4 mana artifact. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If your life total is greater than your starting life total, aka 21 here, you will draw a card, which is nice. Otherwise, you just gain 2 life, which is cool. So eventually, you'll start drawing cards. We can also play the Tome on top of the monument for that life gain. The Tome synergizes with the Elixir quite nice because of the life gain when it dies. We tap it to scry. We can pay 2 and tap it to draw. Every time we tap it, we get a page counter on it. When we get 4 page counters on it, sacrifice it, gain 4 life, right? We all know this. So there's not much going on there, but it is, included within the deck for the strategies and synergies there. Speaking of the rest of the new cards in the deck, I kind of sidetracked myself there with the synergies, but the Test of Talents for 2 mana, instant speed, 2 copies of this in deck. Counter target instant or sorcery spell. It's search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of the cards with the same name, and then exile them. They get to draw a card for each card exiled from their hand this way, which is still good. So there are so many annoying decks that this absolutely wiles out on, and I love it so much. Your opponent's casting an ultimatum. Nope. Right? They're casting whatever they have for Planeswalker removal. Nope. You can just take whatever they have that they really rely on and get it out of their entire library, which is very, very powerful. We have more counters within Negate, 2 copies here. Instant speed, counter target non-creature spell. 2 copies of Jwari Disruption. Instant speed, counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. Ruins MDFC land on the backside. More ramp within 3 copies of Cultivate, sorcery speed. Grabbing 2 lands, 1 in tapped, 1 in our hand. Reveal them, of course, and then shuffle. That is everything. That's the deck, right? That's the whole listy bist here. There's no sideboard. There's no learn. We don't have to worry about any of that. It's just ramping into Ugin, let's be honest. But we've got a new and exciting way to do it with lots of brand new cards incorporated in it that, has made itself a new archetype. I don't think anyone was playing Simic artifacts before, and now I feel like it is probably one of the strongest artifact decks that you can play. So for all of you Ugin fans out there, this is the one, right? We're having really good luck with this. Again, beating some of the best players in the world, top 400 mythic rank, which is really cool. The deck drags up back into the top 1500, which is great as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay footage. We've got some great matches, both some wins and some losses. Of course, make sure to watch to the end so you don't miss out on our final thoughts. Cheers, enjoy, have a magical day, and we'll see you soon. Our opponent plays first, top 400. There's no ramp here. Sag, but there's a couple cool things. Let's see how it pans out. I find typically the top 500 people are far more competitive. Very interesting. Denial can go. Just looking for a ramp. Right, we need that Cultivate off the top. Yeah, we do. Fountain for the life gain. Cultivate go. Let's grab one of each. Pass our turn. We're playing to 5. Still not great. We almost need another ramp spell. If we could pull out a Eureka Moment, that would be cool. Then we could play both lands in our hand. Get hit for 3. Giant in play for the draw. Let's take the scry. Land is good. We pull Cultivate? No. The Disruption is unique, and we have the Quandrix Command as a counter as well. So does Denial. So, you know, we have instant speed interaction and our Test of Talents. We've got a lot going on here. Instant speed shenanigans. I'm gonna take it. It's more damage than I would like. We do have the life gain through the tome as well, up to 17. So it's like we're only going down to 10. Innkeeper's okay. Let's take the draw. Up to 17. Okay. Did they counter this? No. Radiant Fountain in. We gain life again. That's so great. Loving it! So we're down to 12 instead of 10. Do they have a counterspell? Let's see. I think they do. And I don't want to go to Ugin if they do. Yeah, I think they do. Okay. They really want to save it, I guess. Makes sense. It's an enchantment spell, and we get to choose 2, so this is really good. Target enchantment and return creature or planeswalker. Take 2 damage. That way we can keep our Archaic in play. And now we know they're tapped out. Oh, they're definitely tapped out. Perfect. And we can copy that Mystical Dispute, right? And then we're going to county their Mystical Dispute. Yeah. Wandering Archaic, OP! Do you want to pay 2 for that? And now we can hit him with the heater because, you know, they're not countering anything for 1 green spell. And that's -3. Land goes. Any haste in that deck? Probably not. Just the Archon War. It doesn't untap it, does it? No. So that's a good reason to tap our own creature, right? If we can get our next turn activated, we're in a really good spot. Would you like to pay 2 for that? Yep. Well, they don't want to pay 2 for it, is the thing. Do they have another stomp? They must. Would you like to pay 2 for that? They would. So that's their whole turn. Interesting. The plot thickens. Let's hit for 8. We can still hold up Jwari Disruption and test for talents. And now we've got some life gain going on, which is great. And we could bounce something that they play, and then go wide with Haven. I guess, maybe. First one gets through. We counter the second. And then we bounce the first. And double hit. That's game. Bounce, plus we put counters on our creature. Return this, put the counters here. Got him! Easy. Oh, we didn't have the Snowlands there. My bad. I thought the Haven would get up too. Luckily, that counters get the job done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a certified win against the top 400 player. Brings us back into the top 1500. Number 369. Actually, one of my favorite numbers. 396 is my favorite number. 369 is second favorite. LOL. We get him! We got him! Woo! Now that's what I'm talking about. Top Mythic wins, original decks, Quandrix artifacts, decklist, description below. Avi. Alright, we've got the land, we have a Cultivate, we have a Eureka Moment. This is looking better, finally. And we're not playing against a top 100 person. That's also going to help us out along this journey. Disruption in first, nice and slow. Then we go with the Forest to hold up Denial. At which point we'll Cultivate off the Ruin. Eureka Moment after that. We also have Test of Talents if it really annoys us, but... Mono black, what could they have? Call of the Death Dweller. Some removal. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I don't think so, but... Okay, so I do this because we get to look at their whole hand rather than just countering it. And we can see what they're playing. It's a mono black deck. Maya doesn't like that. Camera's kind of messed up today. They only play one copy of it. So we kind of get boned there. But again, like I said, the most important part is having that foreknowledge of what is in their hand and what's coming down the pathway towards you. The Death Touch will be annoying at a certain point. Oh. So let's show them the double, and they'll just take one. Let's just use Eureka Moment. Again, we're looking for Ugin, looking for more land. All right. No land, Sag. But there he is. There's our boy. Let's grab a land here. That takes us to 6. It is tapped, which is sad. And we're going to get hit here for, like, a lot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? If they use Murderous Rider, we get hit for 8. Or if just they remove the Simulacrum in general. Where is the land? I'm gonna freak out. Right? Where is the land? Tome and play, gain 2 life. I mean, that'll help a little bit. But without the lands, I guess we have it now because Forsaken Monument. The rune will tap for 2. So that actually helps out a lot. Rider in play, setting us up for nice scoopsy whoopsies here. We just barely survive. Scry it up. Colorless land would be ideal. I'm going to keep that Ugin just in case. What? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's not 2, it's only 1 more. You idiot. We kept Ugin on top. Oh, man, I misread that. So bad. So they just have lethal, right? We could play this, fight, and still get hit for 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, there's nothing we can do, even if we bounce this. So if we gain 2 life, that goes to 6. And then we can survive if we bounce the Scavenger for 3, 1, 2, 3. And that leaves us for 2 with a draw. LOL. Oh my god, you guys. Quick maths. You know what I mean? 6 plus 2 from the double. So we have to let them do this here, basically. And we have to do this first. All right, let's do the do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we get hit with. And we get to draw. Or should we just counter this instead? Let's let him have it. I have 2 Ugins. I'd rather draw. I would rather draw. Hopefully there's no buffs here. Down to 1. Woof. Let's draw a card. It's a land! We did it! Let's take a scry just for the tokens to get closer to that life gain. Cultivate can go. Faceless Haven's a colorless land as well, which is just like so good. 2 life, up to 3. Ugin -3. Saves the day. We finally get to him, you guys. And we even made an itsy bitsy misplay. Yeah, 1 HP and a dream. That's all we have. We're already up to 3, so stonks are going up. Invest now. So they probably just murder ride that Ugin. Sadly, Decisive Denial's not up to protect us. But we have another. We have another. Let's show him the land. Right? That's not too bad. I think we did it. They've got the 39 life, but I think we did it. I love it. Woof. 2 life, up to 5. We should have done Ugin's ability first, in case I had sorcery speed removal, or instant speed removal, I mean. Seems they don't. So let's smash it. And now we have draw up, we have protection up through that counter magic and the Archaic Wanderer. I'm happy. This is what we want every game to be like. I love the Archaic. So good. So whenever they cast an instant or sorcery, they have to pay 2. If they don't, we get to copy it, which is great. Yes, 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 yes. Wow, Rankle actually does do something here. That is interesting. Not! Just kidding. Got him. I'm not sacrificing my Archaic. Maybe they have Village Rites on it. They knew I had the Denial. Oh, nice. Because it comes back with haste. But then when ours dies, you lose 2 life. I can't lose 2 life. No, 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 no. Shoot. I should have waited. I should have waited until the attack phase. I am such a dummy. Because now it still has haste, right? Oh, it's tapped. It's tapped. It returns tapped. Woo! Malakari Birth, it returns tapped. Praise the Lord. Let's draw that card, please. Negate's fine. Let's take the Scry as well. Closer to 4, closer to that life. The moment is good. Live in the moment, right? The Monument. Blast Rankle. Cheers. And let's just hit home. I'm going to keep open our mana for the draws instead of the Haven. They've got too much life, so I don't think it really matters yet. So we've got Negate to protect us from any shenanigans. And we can unload with the moment. Another Ugin in hand, that's great. And let's take these draws, why not, right? Up to 7. Up to 11. Feeling more comfortable now, going in for the swing. And of course, because it is colorless, it gets the buff from Forsaken Monument, which is really quite cool. Let's end our turn. We have protection, right? We've got 2 negates, we have Quandrix Command, and we have replacements if worst comes to worst. Good game, my friend. Yeah! So as terrible as this looks, I think we can keep it just because we have the Simulacrum. So if we can pull a green or a blue, we can pull the opposite with the Simulacrum. And that's pretty good chances within, you know, this allotted time. We'll do our best. Oh, that is not it. There it is. We're gonna get hit here for a bunch. They probably draw with the sorcery speed. Enchantment. Doesn't draw though. Sets them up for their next turns though. Cycling decks are not always fun. If that's what they're doing, I assume it is. Yeah. Yeah, they are. So this is going to be weird. Again, Aggro City, racing to Ugin. Oh no. Oh no. They'll probably just cycle onto our health points too. No way. That's strong. It really is. We could double cultivate. Oh, I did that wrong. Idiot. I can't believe it. That probably just cost us the game. Misclick. Misclick. Force was supposed to go in our hand so we could play it untapped and then use the other cultivate. Oh my gosh. No attacks. Just cry yourself to sleep, kid. Right? They are just going right face. Shoot. What have I done? This hurts. And we're just gonna die next turn. I mean, it's a bit of life. We need all the life we can get. The blockers are relevant because they have flying, so let's go Elixir. And that'll push us to 10. Oh, no way. That's great, we get rid of 1 damage. As long as I don't get a cycling card. Oh, but they just do the Alliance. So that is game. Bully. Yeah. Okay, we're having really rough luck. It's so close. We're so close to getting there, though. Let's keep trying. I believe. Alrighty, guys, here it goes. For all the marbles, number 103. I have no business fighting another mono-white deck here. This is going to be a hard matchup. But I have faith. Can we get to Ugin? Sag, right? And then they're still probably going to have that Faceless Haven, I bet. At least we can potentially counter them all. It's not a good counter, but we're not using it next turn, and we're going to bounce these things later, so who cares? Lots of land. Oh my gosh, we need a payoff spell. A Eureka Moment off the top. So choose to return target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. Yes. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. Yes. And then target player shuffles 3 cards from their library, or from their grave to their library. I'll just take the draw instead. Or should we bounce? Well, they've got the protection for it, so it doesn't matter. We're probably just dead. So much land. Oh. But without the ramp, right? It hurts quite a bit, you know, because they have LSAT in play, they can give stuff protection. And we're still going to take a massive hit. toss the goodies back to the library. You know, more relevant against a rogue deck than anything else, but it's nice to do it to your opponent too if they have escape spells, but this is the best we've got. We'll do it to them too. That takes the Sentinel's eyes away from them. They sack their other Elsad to protect it. And then we're still getting hit with a bunch. And sadly, you know, we're so far down in mana that next turn we get hit for, what, 14, 15? So I'm pretty sure it's still a good game for them. If we were able to drop Ugin next turn, right, then yes, all Goldilocks, but it's just not going to happen here. Maybe that command actually would have been good. I think they still just have lethal, right? No matter what. Yeah, good game. Try, let's see what we get, just for fun. Close. We almost got to Daddy Uganos, but not quite. We'll try again, though. Heyo! Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out the link tree for all of our contests, giveaways, you know, Discord link for the invite there. You know, if you want to support financially on Patreon or something, again, all of those links are found in the Discord, or sorry, not in the Discord, in the link tree, and you can easily Google that, or it's in the description below. Thank you for your time and attention. What did you think of the deck? How would you change it? How would you improve it? Let me know in the comments below. Have a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.